So that message was sent to me. I don't quite understand. Hello everybody, welcome back to Commonwealth Flipper. Welcome to the Commonwealth Cabin. My name is Kevin. I figured we'd do something a little bit different today. Had a couple of requests for something. I wanted to tell you something that I'm working on. And then we're going to get into the sales, which were some, I don't know if I'd say disappointing. It's actually a good thing because there's quite a bit of work to do because of your generosity and how many people bought something out of the Commonwealthpicker.com store when Reagan gets home, and she won't get home till late today. So I'm going to get that going a little bit. And then I want to talk to you a little bit about that as well. Somebody asked a few questions, or a couple people asked a few questions about that and how that works with Reagan and what she's making and how it's working. And so I'll address that for just a second. Also had a strange request from an eBay buyer. I've never had this request. I've been doing this for 20 years. I've never had somebody ask for this, and they're clearly misunderstanding something. For sure, I'll let you look at it and you can comment and tell me what the heck they're thinking, because I can't quite figure it out. Or if I can figure it out, it's kind of sad. But at any rate, did have a few sales today, and we're going to talk about those. I think there were 7 out of the Commonwealth Picker store, and only one really good one, but a few interesting ones for sure, as always. And then 2, I think, out of the Homeschool Hustler store. I know Blue Ridge Mama sold something on Mercari, so there's, what, at least 10 sales, I think, that are going out of here today. Typically, we have about closer to 15, but we'll take what we can get, and today's a good day for that, for sure. So before we take a look at what sold, let me address 2 questions. Here's the first one, and somebody asked me for it. They asked me if I built this thing. So the answer is no, I did not build it. We have the videos. Travis built this, and Lisa. And if you go back to, I can't remember the name, maybe I'll come up with the name of the video. And if you want to see this thing being created, I guess, you can go back and I'll attach that video if you're new to the channel. So yes, I did design it to fit these boxes specifically. And it looks like we're missing one of the boxes down there. That's probably the 1097, I think, or maybe 1095. At any rate, I did figure out the dimensions of each thing and put them in there to fit. So I had to put this one on top as opposed to underneath because there's not as much support. And you need support down there. Of course, there's the number 7 box. There's the shoe box. I wanted this in here, so we built a place to put all of these things right here. But I don't have the specs for it, so I'm going to work on something, little project here. I'm not technologically savvy, so I'm going to see if somebody at my school, student preferably, I could pay them to create the specs for this thing and provide it to some of you. Maybe as a part fundraiser, part moneymaker, part charity thing. I'm not quite sure how we're going to do it, but we'll figure out something, because I have people ask about that all the time, and I figured I would try my best to figure something out. This one right here is for the Region A, Region B boxes, and you can see whenever Pepper gets in here, she likes to gnaw on that one. I don't know if it's her favorite box. So it's Region A, Region B, and there's 2 different types of each. And I put the flat rates in there too from time to time. So there you go. I'm out of 4x4s, or at least, look, there's some in the back there. So just in time, Supply Hut came through. And somebody told me my affiliate link for one of them is bad. So I got to go on there and check it. And people complain a little bit about Supply Hut from time to time. I think their whole processes can be a little screwy. I've never had trouble with them. Absolutely love it. And I love the fact that they're cheap boxes. A, because they're cheap. I mean, look at the way they shipped it. That'll give you an idea. They're cheap. But I love the cheap box because the box is light as well. And so it works perfectly for what we're going to do. But I buy in bulk. There's 200 boxes right there. Get them fairly cheap that way. And I'll put some there. I'll put some up there. And I'll take the rest inside. My first item up is a Harley shirt. I usually do these inside, but I grabbed it out here earlier today thinking I was going to do just outside stuff, and then I realized there's quite a bit inside, so I'm like, yeah, we'll do it out here. This is a sweet looking shirt, and it says Let It Ride right there, and it's Lynchburg, Virginia, which sometimes makes it hard to sell because you're limiting your market, but some people don't care, and some people collect stuff from every state or where, you know, wherever there's a Harley shop, there's all kinds of different collectors out there. And we paid $1 for it. I was with my wife. Got a really good deal on these. Actually, I think we paid $2. I think they're asking $3, and I bought a bunch and got it down to $2. Or they're asking $2, and I bought a bunch and got it down to $1. I remember the sale, but I can't remember the price. So it wasn't a huge money maker, but it sells $17.41. Free shipping on that one, but it's going to be a really light one. It's probably just a tick over 4 ounces. It's really light. Next one is an SD Magnavox tuner for TV, digital tuner right there. And I picked it up for free, which is why I grabbed it. This one is pretty decent, but it doesn't sell. I used to get like $19, $20. Now I'm getting $16 for it, which is not great. If it was like $4 to buy or $3, I wouldn't have bought it. But it was free, so I definitely grabbed it, and we're gonna make a little bit of money, believe it or not. And I think I have the right box for it. I occasionally keep boxes just for the sole purpose of the fact that those boxes fit in the padded flat rate. Let me show you. All right, so sometimes you can find items that will fit snugly in a box and then put it into the padded flat rate, or you could use, I don't know if I have that box out here or not. You can use this box right here a lot of times and then slide it in there, which a lot of people have trouble with, but I've never had trouble doing it. And I think most, let me know out there, do you use flat, like would you take this, put something in it, and then put it in a flat rate box? Let me know what y'all think out there. Let me know what the post office thinks out there. I tend to not do this too much and use it in a, you know, in lieu of bubble wrap. I don't think that's the way they're intended to use them. But I have done that, what I just discussed out there. So let me know what you think in the comments. I already know what most of y'all think, so it's just a matter of who's going to say what down there. Only have one more of these left. It's amazing. That just blows it. We had so many of these things. This one went to a viewer here, 1781, 1788. So it went to Stephanie, and she's, I don't have to hold this up and talk to her. Thanks again for all the wonderful videos you put out. I love watching them and feel like I know your entire family, four-legged ones included. Stephanie. So thank you, Stephanie. That's kind of how we intend it, you know, in one sense. There's a lot of people out there that do what I do, and they do it on YouTube, but I feel like, I don't know why I'm talking about this. I tend to get a little emotional, so I'll try and make it. I feel like there's a lot of people in our community that their community is the family. And, you know, they don't have what a lot of us are blessed with having. And so I kind of do that. You know, there's a reason all the cats are on here and the dog is in here and the kids are in here a little bit. And it's to feel a little bit like a family. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't show up on my front door. But that's kind of why we do it. So I appreciate it. And thank you so much for coming back. I don't know if that applies to you, but that's kind of why we do what we do. And we do appreciate it. And I hope you enjoy that shirt. I love your eBay name there. I don't know. I don't think I'll say it. It's 1 Shakespeare 1. That's pretty cool. Thank you. I have just 2 items back here that we're going to grab really quick. One is big, and it's a pretty decent little profit if you're willing to do the work. But there's a couple things, if you've never sold these before, you got to watch out for. And the other is really small, and I'm probably happier about the small one because I don't have to spend 10 minutes packaging it up. All right, let's look at that small one first. I think it is in... That is a good question. I'm not quite sure. Yep, there it is. That's what I thought. It's in the Cincinnati Picker drawer. Thank you, John, by the way. And you may be a new watcher over here. New subscriber, hopefully subscriber, if you hit that subscribe button. Or ring that bell up there for alerts. From John, Cincinnati Picker, who mentioned us again the other day on his show. So his kindness is extended for a long time for us, so we appreciate it. All right, so this one was a giant free lot. I got a whole bunch of hats, and I got a whole bunch of postcards for free. And these are fairly local. I probably should take it out. These are some Virginia hotels, and I'm trying to think. Richmond. I think this one might be Richmond as well. Yeah, Richmond. I don't know what that is. Probably the same thing. Yep. But this is Lynchburg. Which it doesn't even, that's still there, and it doesn't even look like that anymore. I don't know, well, it does, but it doesn't from the outside. That's Lynchburg on the expressway. That looks like the Roanoke Hotel, I'm pretty sure, which is amazing. If you ever get a chance to go down there, I'd check that thing out. There you go. I don't know. At any rate, they're all Virginia. And we put them together in a lot and they sold. They've been in the store for a long time, but you know, they don't take up any space. $8 plus shipping on that ephemera. And you know what? I like postcards. I never come across any great ones like Paper and Moose does, but I come across them from time to time. So $8 plus shipping. Next one is going to take me a little while for sure to package up, but I'm trying to think, maybe this box right here might work. That might, it's not going to be long enough. I have a feeling. You'll see what I'm talking about here in a second. Yeah, it's not going to give it as much protection as it needs. Plus, I don't think it's long enough. This Electrolux vacuum cleaner. Let's just see. Oh my goodness. See, that fits. But there's, you know, you got to have some space or you're asking for trouble. And that does not give it any space. So what I might do is use this box initially for like a pre-box here. And I might put a little padding down on the sides here and then take this box and then put it in another box. That's probably what we'll do with this one. Now, when you buy these, there's always a model number on the inside when you open this thing, and it's dirty. These things are dirty. You'll find out that this thing is dirty. I did a little bit of cleaning, but not much. I would not pick these things up. Your model number is going to be here somewhere. There it is right there. And you check that out. These often are filthy. Sometimes it even has a bag in it when you grab them. And see, you can see I didn't do much cleaning here, but I did a little bit of cleaning. And so you got to look at them and like, all right, is this going to take me 10 minutes to clean, 5 minutes to clean? Is it going to take me 20 minutes to clean? And that's really the telltale sign, because there's a little bit of money in these when you sell them off piece by piece, but there's quite a bit of money in the hoses. And so I like to sell, I better not put them up there. I like to sell the hoses off, because you can get those, you can get like 40, 50 bucks for some of the hoses if they're in good shape. This one sold for $45 plus shipping on it. And you know, I paid 20 bucks for the whole machine. Actually, it was like a machine and a half. Some of the pieces were good shape working, some were terrible shape, weren't working. And so I picked a few of the things off of it. This one tested out and worked pretty good. And so I was comfortable selling this. A couple of the hoses will sell, a couple of the accessories will sell. And we'll end up making probably $80 to $100 profit on this little machine right here with all the accessories. But it can be trouble. You just got to be careful. So if it's dirty, just don't pick it up. And maybe even pick it up if it's cheap enough, take the hoses and get rid of this if there's anything wrong with it at all, because you don't want to pay for return shipping on that thing. All right, I want to talk about those two things really quick. I want to talk about that strange request that I think some of you are going to get a kick out of. And then I want to talk a little bit about the store and something that I was able to do with Reagan to, well, sometimes, you know, like if you watch the old Andy Griffith show, Andy's trying to teach something to Opie, but in the end, Opie teaches Andy something, right? That's kind of what happened. So here we go. This is the request. When you leave this item in the mailbox or outside of my door, will you please let me know right then so I can go out and get it? So that message was sent to me. I don't quite understand. Now, this person only had one, no, I take it back. One, mine, two, three. I think they had 3 feedback. If I'm remembering correctly here, I need to go back and look. I don't want to tell you anything that's not right. They didn't have much feedback, let's just say. But I want to say that they had more than one. It wasn't a first-time buyer. So, I don't know. Maybe they live in an area where stuff gets taken off their porch or something. But that just goes to show you where you get those people that at the holidays were so upset with you. And that one I read here, if you remember, saying, hey, you know, it's your fault. You need to take care of this, et cetera, et cetera. When really a lot of this stuff is out of our hands. Do they think they're communicating with, do they think eBay is selling this and eBay is delivering this? That's all I can think of why somebody would write that message, because clearly there's some kind of connection here. They think that the post office is connected to this somehow and we're connected to the post. I don't know. You let me know out there in the comments what you think this buyer is misunderstanding, and if you've ever had anybody request anything like this before. All right, next thing, and I hope that heater's not bugging you, but I'm not turning it off because it is cold. And we'll have Reagan come out here in a minute, but I want to tell you a little story. So, ooh, boy, the wind is blowing. So we started this YouTube channel in part to teach our kids certain things really about YouTube as opposed to eBay. And it's turned into teaching them all kinds of different things. This was not in my wildest dreams. But here's the deal. I let Reagan make, I don't let her make every decision. She needs a little guidance, but I let her make almost every decision in here. I let her make the decision to move away from her design and to get a new design, and she really enjoyed this process and she loves this design. And I let her choose the colors and whatnot. And you know, I came up with actually a viewer came up with that slogan right there. And so when we did this one, let me tell you how it works. Basically what we do is this. She gets paid $1 every single time something sells because I want her to get that immediate gratification for working. She saves $1 and she's saving bunches of dollars, trust me. I can't believe it. So every item that sells, she saves $1. Every item that sells, she gets $1. Every item that sells, we're giving to charity. She's doing it. A couple of them at the end of the month we do, and then one is just reoccurring. We know that so much money is coming in, which is unbelievable, and so we just set it automatically to give to one of the 3 charities. At any rate, that's not the point. The point is what she's learning, and I have a lot of people comment about that, is when to reinvest. So what she does, well, what we do, what I guide her through, and I'm doing this without her for a purpose here, is when the initial item that we purchased, gets paid off, as she's collecting this, you know, $3 per purchase, and then all of the excess is going to pay off the initial buy. Once that's paid off, once she accumulates enough money to make the next buy, she does. And then she pays that off. And so it's all accumulating. And she's having a blast doing it. She chose the yellow shirt. I told her, because I let her, I'm like, hey, you choose what you want. I was like, listen. I was like, look at this room. I'm like, everything is blue and green. That's kind of what we do. We do blue and green, right? Blue and green. She's like, nope, I want a yellow shirt. I like yellow. Yellow is my favorite color. So I'm like, Reagan, I don't know that yellow is going to sell really well. And if it doesn't, you know, maybe it's going to be a long time before you can do a new product. And she's like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe you're right, but I really like yellow. I want a yellow shirt. So I'm like, all right. And so we made a big investment in all of this. I don't know, well, quite a bit. You know, it cost a lot of money to get this stuff done. And she did it. And so she was nervous to see if it would sell or not. And let me tell you what, y'all, we have sold so much. It's unbelievable. It's going to take us days and days and days to catch up. So we're going to give some of y'all thank yous over the next few days. But I mean, this is just a little bit of it. Obviously, we've got totes and totes back there, stuff too. So it may take us a week to get to your purchase and give you a thank you, but we will, and we appreciate it. I think last told there were 77 orders. So I can't thank y'all enough. All right, Turner, you got a couple of sales right there, and I don't even know what these things are. You ever seen these before?
Yeah.
Yeah?
No.
No? Neither have I. Y'all dressed in black. How did, what did you do? Tumbling today? What did you do?
Pre-team.
Pre-team tumbling. All right.
Not like both of them.
No?
Not like both of them. It's just, it's called that.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, these sold, and this Polly Pocket sold. Was this your Polly Pocket? Did you play with Polly Pockets?
Reagan did, I think.
I think that's Reagan's, and I think Blue Ridge Mama bought these, I don't know, retail arbitrage, I guess. Combined, took an offer, and it was a viewer, and we sold them for $16 plus shipping, bud. That sound good? Mm-hmm. All right, and they left a message. Let's go read it. Jump. Oh, all right.
Wait a minute.
Down there like this. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go. This one says, love your channel. I decided last year, starting this year, I'm going to intentionally support at least one eBay seller a month, as I get that this is an income for you. I absolutely adore that you're helping your kids understand the value of $1. Do you know what $1's worth?
Dollars saved, dollars spent, dollars to donate.
You know, I teach about inflation in my class, bore you with some history. And I ask somebody always, I'm like, hey, give me $1, give me $1. And then I crumple it up and chuck it. And they're like, oh my gosh, that gets everybody's attention. And then I ask them what $1's worth, and nobody has the answer. The answer is it's worth what it can buy. And what buy always changes, but you're not going to listen. All right, I got to get you up higher. Whew, you're getting heavier. I used to do this in the cave, and it was easy. And that they receive the money from their sales. I wanted your channel. I owe Turner $13, don't I? Yep. I'm late on payday this month. I wanted your channel to be the first I intentionally shopped from. Thank you. My daughter will love her goodies. She'll play them on her channel, Olivia Grace. I guess that's the name of her channel. And I suppose it's her name. Keep listing and I'll keep looking for more. And the name here is John, so I'm assuming it's John, but it also maybe says Amy in there. So anyway, thank you all so much. We appreciate it. Tell them thanks.
Thank you.
I just taken a few pictures in here of something that Blue Ridge Mama wouldn't like me taking pictures of, so just kidding, just kidding. Hey, here we go. Our little bucket of magnetic backgammon pieces. Brown and cream right here, $5.99 free shipping. We don't make much on these, maybe $1.50 at this point. Used to be $2, but with the new shipping prices, it's down to like $1.50. So I'm gonna have to raise my prices or give up my insane hobby of selling almost impossibly stupid things to sell. Magnetic backgammon pieces. Not worth the money, but I can't stop doing it. There you go. Sold a bunch though. It used to be a little bit higher. Probably sold 20 this year. So hey, we have one more sale and I can't find it. So I know Blue Ridge Mama took some pictures upstairs a couple days ago. I'm thinking maybe those things didn't come downstairs yet. So I'm gonna put a picture of it right here. And I don't even know what it sold for. This is Under Armour. Paid a couple bucks. Sold for probably 15 if I remember. Plus shipping, so it's a nice little profit. She's been selling off tons of clothes. A lot of the Under Armour bulk buy that we did is all gone at this point. There's still some left. And so I think that was probably Bubba's. It was probably my oldest son's. And she's been selling it off. She made a great big sale, I think, as well on Mercari. And so hopefully she'll be telling us about that one tomorrow. And we appreciate you stopping by. As always, we're going to go back out there for one or two more things. And we'll see you next time. All right, y'all, we're going to divide this up, aren't we, Reagan? We have so much. We're not going to do a ton every day, but we'll get caught up, we promise, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I think we're going to do like 10 a day until we're back on track. And I'm just going to name them off. Reagan and me went through, and we've already packaged them up. She's already got her cards signed right here. You have to address some envelopes, and then we're going to have to go into Pirate Ship and print off a bunch of stuff right there, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's name them off here. Susie. In it to flip it, she got an X. You want to go over here and point to what they got? She got a yellow shirt. And let's see, Logan got a yellow shirt. So Susie was in it to flip it. Did I say that? I think I said that. I think that's the name I see you comment on YouTube all the time. Thank you, Susie. We appreciate it. All right, Ivan, our buddy Ivan. And he had a couple of extra requests. And we always do what Ivan asks, don't we? Sign the mug and get some stickers in there, I think. So he got a shirt and a sticker and a mug. Shirt and a sticker and a mug. Okay. All right, Reagan, what's been selling the best?
The shirts.
The shirt. The one thing I thought you wouldn't sell the best.
And you said...
I know. I already told him. I already told him. All right, here we got Richie got an Anna mug. Sherry from Louisiana got a sticker. Pamela got a sticker. And Stephanie, who wrote a really nice message to you, didn't she? She got one of each. One of all of them, I think. Jessica got a sticker and a mug, and Jessica's always sweet to us. And Darcy, thank you, Darcy, from PA out there. She comments all the time. And she got a shirt as well. So thank you all very, very much. And we had some folks order some other stuff as well. But we'll give you a thank you in a few days. So anyway, we appreciate it.
And don't forget to get your stickers at CommonwealthPicker.com.
I wanted to do this for the kids, and I forgot. So we're going to throw it in right here. Check out this, y'all. I love this. This is really cool. And this was from Mary. I can't quite read. kittyinbusiness@yahoo.com. And this was really kind from Nevada. And check this out, y'all. She knows I'm a teacher. And so she got these teacher pins she saw at the Goodwill and just had to send them to us, and all these kind words. So thank you so much. We appreciate it. And you gave some suggestions here, but I think what I'm going to do is hand these out at school to some teachers. I think that's what we're going to do. And one to Blue Ridge Mama, I think, since she's my kid's teacher. So thank you so much, Mary. We appreciate it.
Hey, Blue Ridge Mama here again. Made another Mercari sale. Some more of Reagan's clothes. This actually separated out of a big lot that I had just because it was the heart, so I did it for Valentine's Day. On Mercari, I just start off listing it a little bit higher than I want to sell it for, and after it has quite a few likers, I'll just send everybody an offer. So this one sold, I think, for $15 free ship, so make about $7-8 on it.